Hi, welcome to the replay. Welcome, live viewers. This is Janice Temple with World Black History on Periscope. And I am at... Hi, Janine. How are you doing? How's everything? So, I am at the home of Nathan Breed in Lynn, Massachusetts. And Nathan Breed was a lifelong Quaker. He also was a shoemaker. And Lynn, Massachusetts at one time was the shoe capital of the world. Hey Monique, how's it going? Please do share this out and invite your followers. Thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Nathan Breed was born January the 3rd, 1702 in Lynn, Massachusetts. His father was Samuel Bread, his mother was Anna Hood. He died in Lynn, Massachusetts, February 26, 1755. He was 53 years old. And so he was one of the many Quakers who helped slaves to escape to their freedom. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for sharing and inviting followers, Monique. I appreciate it. Hi, Leah. Welcome. And this is a former shoe factory right here. This one's called the Nathan Dow Chase Shoe Factory, built in 1836. So today it is a reupholstery place. It's a reupholstery place. So the shoes for the slaves were actually made in Lynn, Massachusetts. So at the same time that the Quakers were aiding them with Underground Railroad, and keeping them safe in houses like this, they were also making shoes and profiting from them. And then they used that money for anti-slavery. So it's kind of a dichotomy. So I thought it was pretty interesting history to learn about that. So this is a former shoe factory, and I'm going to see if I can't zoom in for you, and you guys can see up here. Yeah, see the sign? It says Nathan Dow Chase Shoe Factory, built in 1836. So that's what that is. That's a shoe factory, former location of a shoe factory. Let's see if I can get it back down. Yeah, there we go. So that's the former location of the shoe factory. And all through this neighborhood, people, there were several places on the Underground Railroad that went to Nanhot Street. So I'm gonna walk toward the water, and I'm gonna show you guys. Like, they used to call it Runaway Alley, Nanhot Street. So we're gonna walk down there. So this is Lynn, Massachusetts. It's known as Abolitionist Lynn because the Quakers who lived here and aided the runaways. So I'm going to show you guys. Go for a little walk here. So it's a bright and sunny day here in Lynn, Massachusetts. So Lynn is about, I'd say, 20 minutes from Boston. So a lot of the slaves came out of Boston toward Lynn, toward the water. So we are off of the Atlantic Ocean, and so they would go up and down the coast trying to get to Connecticut or further up into Canada, especially when the Fugitive Slave Act was, when that law was passed. They tried to leave Boston then. So the African Meeting House had, like, I believe 9 members of their congregation just like disappear overnight once the Fugitive Slave Law was passed. And that law enabled anyone, what does it say? Oh, I'm sorry, let me put my glasses back on. Put your comment up again for me. Hi, Pastor PG21. Is there a, well, I probably should. Let me see. Let me push the button so I can cross the street. Monique, what was your comment? Did you say something? Because I missed it. I don't know. I can't see the light. So we're going to cross now. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome everybody. So we're in Lynn, Massachusetts, and I just showed the location of a shoe factory and a home. I just said that you deserve an award for what you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love sharing history, and it's rare to hear about the Quakers because, their religious beliefs, they were persecuted, so they don't really talk about what they did. They're saying, hi, Monique. Yes, very true. So the Quakers, there are a lot of Quakers that settled in Lynn, Massachusetts, and they were shoemakers. And because Lynn, Massachusetts was the shoe capital of the world, they made shoes for the slaves. They actually made shoes for the slaves. So, well, that's an interesting place. Yeah, isn't that something? So not only were they trying to help the slaves escape and funding the abolitionist cause, but they were profiting from it as well. So it was a dichotomy back then. And that's not a very, very well-known fact. So now we're walking toward Nanhant Street, which was called Runaway Alley because the slaves would run over here to the water to try to escape. And so we're going to go there. We're going to walk, turn this corner. Oh, it's a little breezy out here. A little bit breezy. So I want to show you Runaway Alley. And then the water that leads to the Atlantic Ocean. So they would run. They would try to escape slavery and run this way. Okay, so this is Nanhant Street, or Runaway Alley. And so on this street also were lots of houses that were part of the Underground Railroad as well. So it's a very, very old home. So a lot of these homes. Hi, Steady Divine, how are you doing? So Steady Divine, what country are you in? You're in Eastern Africa, Western Africa. Hi, welcome, welcome. Hi, Periscope TV. Hi, Kichi. Switzerland. Who's in Switzerland? Oh, welcome, Switzerland. You're doing great. Hello, everyone. It's good to have you guys. Thanks for joining. So we are on Nahant Street, which is Runaway Alley, Zambia. Fantastic. I am in Lynn, Massachusetts, which is maybe 20 minutes outside of Boston. Thank you guys for the hearts. And so we are walking toward the water. This was Runaway Alley for the slaves. Yeah. Periscope TV is in the house. Thank you for joining. To Steady Divine, hello. So we're walking toward the Atlantic Ocean. So the slaves would run down this street, which was called Runaway Alley. And these houses along here, these were part of the Underground Railroad. So all through here, they would stay in safe houses and then escape to the water to go further north. And so Lynn, Massachusetts was founded by Quakers, and you don't often hear a lot about them, but it was the shoe capital of the world, and they made shoes for the slaves. So they profited from shoemaking, from selling the shoes to the South for the slaves. Wow, such history. My children and I are listening. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah. Oh, Joseph Bassett Breed. Okay, so 1839. He must be either the son or grandson of Nathan Breed. So when I started the broadcast, I was in front of Nathan Breed's house, and oh, you're homeschoolers. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you don't know him? Yes. Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad that they're getting their history lesson today. This is perfect. And so I imagine this also was part of the Underground Railroad, because the Breed family, that's what they did. Nathan Breed helped many slaves to escape on the Underground Railroad. So that's another house, another home. He was quite wealthy, and he owned lots and lots of property. And so, yeah, so they profited from making shoes, sending them to the South for the slaves, and then they used the money for anti-slavery societies and to abolish slavery. So it's quite a interesting paradox to be part of that. Thanks for sharing, Kichi. So this is Runaway Alley. So the slaves would run through here to escape to freedom. And here are more beautiful homes founded by the Quakers. So the Quakers, although they didn't believe in, I guess, showing a lot of their wealth, they were wealthy people. And as time progressed, they began to, hi, how are you doing? It's another beautiful home. Lots of beautiful homes here. And so we're walking toward the Atlantic Ocean. Many of these were part of the Underground Railroad. Wow, that's a gorgeous house. It's really beautiful the way it's decorated. So hopefully, once we get up here, you guys will be able to see the Atlantic Ocean, see down to the water. Hi, how's everybody doing? Oh, another.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm doing well. Okay, so Ocean Street, I see water coming up, so hopefully you guys will be able to see the Atlantic Ocean soon. Can you imagine running? This is a long way to run. Runaway Alley, the slaves would run through here. Good, here working on a spring lap book with the kids and listening to you. What's a lap book? Hope you are well. I am well. What is a lap book? Hi, how are you? Oh, okay, we're coming up on the water. So I'm going to show you guys the water real soon here. Yeah, we can see the Atlantic Ocean. Like a mini resource for the kids to review. Okay. Hi, how are you? So more homes on that street. Similar to a book report. Oh, okay. The book report I understand. So the fugitive slave law in 1850, it allowed any free or enslaved person to be captured and to be sent back to their master or to be sold off. Okay, so this was built for Henry Fuller Tapley, shoe merchant, in 1886. So this is another Shoemaker home. So it's another abolitionist, another Quaker. So there were hundreds of them. And you guys can see the water straight ahead. And it also allowed for sheriffs, police officers to deputize anyone. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. It allowed them to deputize anyone and to make them go and chase, you know, any black person and hunt them down and put them back into slavery. So that law was quite detrimental, I would say, to the free blacks. So they didn't know if they were safe because anybody could just say, oh, you're a runaway slave. Henry Fuller Taffy? Oh, no. Okay, I'll have to get it on the way back. It's not Taffy, but I'll get it on the way back. I believe there's a, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm going to take her on down the hill here. I want to show you guys the ocean. So we're coming up on Beach Street now. And this is Runaway Alley. So the waterways along the coast of Massachusetts. So this is Essex County, and Essex County is a heritage location for the Underground Railroad. So all throughout Essex County was used for slaves to escape. And here we are at the Atlantic Ocean. Welcome back, Monique. Thanks for resetting. So that's the Atlantic Ocean. It is a beautiful view, isn't it? So I'm going to zoom in. You guys can see windy. So we're going to turn around and I'll go back and I'll pass that house and I'll tell you the name of it. So it is beautiful, isn't it? So gorgeous. So we're going to head back. So this is Runaway Alley. So you'll see it going up the hill now. It is good exercise, I tell you. Yes, so we're getting good exercise today. A nice brisk walk. And I will I'll let you screenshot that house and I'll go past the other house as well. So Nathan Breed had 10 children and he owned quite a bit of property in Lynn, Massachusetts as well. So he was one of, I guess, the more famous ones for helping underground slaves on the Underground Railroad. It was really interesting to find out. I did a scope at the Lynn Museum and it shows a slave shoe, and that's where I learned that they make the shoes, or they did make the shoes for the slaves, and then they shipped them down south. So, and I think it's admirable that the museum and the city is sharing that part of history. I mean, they could bury it. You were on that scope? Yes, it is our history. So, I mean, I give it to the museum for sharing that. Okay. Okay, so we're back, and it is Henry Fuller Tapley, T-A-P-L-E-Y. Yes. So this is the house. Let's see. Try and zoom out. There we go. You're welcome. You're welcome. So this is the home of one of his descendants, another shoe merchant. So lots of historic homes are here. I'm going to try and make it back to the other house for you too. Is this in Chicago? No, this is in Lynn, Massachusetts. It's maybe 20 minutes from Boston. So see, it says Massachusetts. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, this is Massachusetts. So Lynn, Massachusetts was founded like in 1630, and the Pilgrims landed in 1629. So, oh, okay. Welcome to the City of Lynn's Historic Diamond District. That's interesting. I guess they were known for diamonds as well. National Register official list of buildings. Okay. Yeah, so this is it's a historical area. Look at that house. Oh my God, that's amazing, isn't it? And the house up here with the flag is one of the homes of his descendants. Yes, that is beautiful, isn't it? So they call this the Diamond District. Oops. This is another beautiful home. Oh, this is the side of the house. Well, that's a huge house. That is a very big house. Yeah, so Lynn is very, very old. And Nathan Breed's 5th generation, and he was born in Lynn in 1702. 5th generation, can you imagine? So he inherited property from his father. So the Quakers, they came to Massachusetts, to Plymouth, to escape persecution. And they also settled here in Lynn and began manufacturing shoes. So Nathan Breed was a cord wainer. So he made shoes from leather. It's another beautiful house. So where's the one with the sign? Maybe it's further up. Yeah. Oh, it might be this one with the flag, maybe. Cord, yeah, but it's C-O-R-D-W-A-I-N-E-R. Wainer. So that's a person who makes shoes from leather. Yeah, so this is the other home. So that's a beautiful historic home too. This one is one of his descendants. Wow, and that looks like a coach house back there for servants. It has a coach house, and I haven't seen that too often, with 2 entrances. So that one has a coach house. So this house, that was his family members. I know I saw a sign on one of these homes. Where was it? That one looked like they had slaves, because they had a second home back there for servants. It's got to be this house. We're almost out of houses. Well, I don't see the sign. Oh, that is so weird. Oh, I lost the sign on which house it was here. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay because I don't remember which home it was. I was trying to find it again. Thank you so much. So tell me, what is your name again? Oh, you don't know him? said, what is your name? And tell me, what is your name and where you joining us from? Audrey in Virginia. Well, pleasure to meet you, Audrey in Virginia. And how old are your children that you are homeschooling? That's so funny, I couldn't find 6 and 3 and 1 in the womb. Oh, blessings to you, Audrey, blessings to you. A 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Wow. Hi, Wise Courtship, welcome. So we just, how are you? So we just walked down Runaway Alley. So if you want to catch the replay, you'll be able to see where we just came from, and it's where the slaves escaped to go to reach the water for safety. I'm doing well. I'm trying to get out of the way over here. So I'm going to take you guys back to the Shoemaker factory. So this is Lynn, Massachusetts. Hi, welcome. It's hard for me to see your name. It's so light and green. Hi, welcome. You love this live tour? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Audrey. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, so Lynn has a lot of history. I mean, it's a very old place. 1629 it was, no, 1630 was founded. A year after the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620. We don't have to walk laughing out loud. No, I'm doing all the work. You're absolutely right. I'm the one pushing the Wise Courtship. Yeah, it's quite an interesting neighborhood. Quite an interesting neighborhood. Lots of history in Lynn. Oh my goodness, you guys are too funny. So we're almost to the shoe factory. Hi, welcome, welcome. Lots of historic places here. And we're almost there. Let's see. Harvard, Yale. What is that about? Nice. It is. You in Waltham? Oh, I have never been there. I have to visit there. It's another historic building. You said, Now this looks like could have, yeah, just so many ideas while I'm watching. Like, what kind of ideas do you have? And places you want to see? Like where?
If you go anywhere in the car, you can.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? Tell me, Audrey. People look, oh, they look at me strange. Well, that's because I'm walking around talking to my cell phone. You know how that is. They're like, what is this lady doing? And I'm pushing a baby stroller. So, yeah, they don't quite... You were all in their conversation? Oh, okay. Well, you probably heard more than I did then. When we work on our levels, I try to add contributions too that Google does not give. Oh, okay. This looks like a very... Yeah, no, Google only knows what we put out there. So, I'm going to create a YouTube channel. I started. So, across the street, right there, is the house of Mary Baker Edie. Mary Baker Edie. She started the Christian Science religion right there in that house across the street. And the first Christian Science church in America is in downtown Boston. So Boston is all about religious freedom. The Quakers, Christian Scientists. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Right there. When I went to Park, there is no African American curriculum to show our contributions. Ah, okay. So we'll have to work on that. Yes, we do need a curriculum. So this is the shoe factory, which is now a custom drapes and upholstery place. But this is the site of a former shoe factory. So you work double time. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We'll have to connect. I need to get your email address and we'll connect. So this was the shoe factory. We'd love to help you with that. Awesome, Tony. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, Massachusetts has so good history. It does. Absolutely right, Carlos. Absolutely right. So this is the former site of the Nathan Dow Chase Shoe Factory, built in 1836. So that's what that was. And then this is the former home of Nathan Breed. He was originally born Nathan Bread, and he changed his name. So isn't that interesting? And he had 10 children in this house. And he was very well known for helping slaves on the Underground Railroad. So I'm going to DM you guys. I will DM you guys. I'm going to DM you Tony, and I'm going to DM you Audrey. Okay? So I'm going to close out the scope. And you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me on the virtual tour. So if you're just joining, please catch the replay. This has been, oh, you're welcome, Audrey. This has been Janice Temple with World Black History on Periscope. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.